what is wrong with me? I'm having dyslexia, get like told you're stupid, I will give everything for it. I'm born to do that. Hello, back on my channel. I'm Yves, and today I will tell you about my dream. But before, I have to explain you how I found out what my dream is. And yes, I have many dreams, many goals, but I think for you out there, that will be the most interesting one. Everything started in 2019 because I was going through a really hard and tough time. I talked with a doctor. Oh, here it hurt. Later again to the hospital, yeah. With a lot of doubts about myself, and I couldn't imagine what the future is holding back for me. I struggled at university and my academic confidence was going against zero. And with that also my in general well-being and confidence was almost disappearing. I always considered myself as a quite smart and intelligent person, but the university was showing something different because I wasn't able to have there any success. I wasn't able to pass there any exam, and even some teachers were telling me how I even was able to get access to the university. And all of that things were like really hurting myself, and I was questioning myself, what is wrong with me? How that all happens to me? Because I'm still thinking I'm smart and I deserve to be there because I love the university, I love the people, and everything felt right until these exams and the teachers. And yes, I'm having dyslexia, and I had this my entire life, and yes, it always influenced my life and my grades because I had clearly disadvantages in the majority of my subjects. I was like heavily influenced and I get like less points due to my bad grammar and due to the fact that I write things sometimes really wrong. And even though I knew that my general intelligence has nothing to do with my dyslexia and with my ability to write in the right way, I felt horrible, frustrated, disappointed, and really lost. And don't understand me wrong, I love university. You can learn there so much and it's such a special place. But at this point, when you don't know where to go with your life and you just get like told you're stupid and you're not gonna make it and you're like on the wrong place, it feels horrible. And yeah, I always had struggles with what I will do in my future and what I want to do. And to this time I had the plan that I will go there to university, I will get a degree, and then in this process really find out where I belong and what I will do in my future. It's pretty tough when you don't know what's your purpose in life and where your way is. Because when you lose your way, it feels almost like you lose everything, because when there's no goal you can work towards, it's really horrible and frustrating and disappointing. And this big emptiness inside of myself was really devastating. So in 2019, I think it was close to summer, I was sitting and eating with my friends in front of the cafeteria, almost like a kind of picnic thing, because we love to do that and love to be in nature, outdoor, and talk and eating together. And we talked about different stuff, and I also mentioned how lost I felt in life and how unhappy I am with like the current situation. And I literally said, I need to go to the beach, I need to listen to the waves, I need to breathe that air, like this fresh air. And yeah, and I really love swimming in the ocean because it's such a unique feeling of like being one with so many different things and with such crazy big masses of water around you. It's unbelievable. I really love that. That always gives me a lot of peace and happiness. And then suddenly one of my friends said like, oh, why you're not going into the surf camp that got hosted by like the sports part of this university? And I said like, what surf camp? And I said, no, it's already too late. Probably all seats are already taken and there's no space anymore for some people. But then luckily I checked it and they had free spaces. So I booked immediately, and one of my friends also said like he wants to join, and I was like, yes, okay, then let's do that. And so we went to this surf camp close to Bilbao in the north of Spain, and it was absolutely beautiful. Like the nature there, the mountains with the ocean, with the beach it's like, it looks so beautiful, and it makes me still speechless when I look at this place because I think it's so beautiful nature. So I went there broken, cynical, and really lost. And I think also the people that were there were realizing about it, because they were saying like, "Whoa, why you look always so sad? And what is going on in your mind? What is like bothering you?" And I was like, "Yeah, that's not giving properly answer." And said like, "Yeah, that's just how I am." But that's not actually how I am, because I'm a really, really happy person. And of course, I'm really emotional, and it's normal to be sad and frustrated sometimes, but not in the way I was there, because I have a lot of energy, and this energy has to go out. So there I was making the first experience with standing on the board, and everything worked immediately perfect. It was crazy. I was feeling like that is my thing. I'm born to do that. That feels so natural. I didn't have a struggle. I was making takeoff. Everything worked perfectly. I have an amazing balance. I'm one with the ocean. The feeling of paddling through the waves, water in your face, the sound, like the tight wetsuit over your body. Everything feels like so incredibly beautiful, and I love this. This sensation was speechless. I'm still speechless when I think about that. And I found out that I want to surf almost every day of my life. That's the way I felt at this point. And all of my worries, all of my struggles seem to disappear. They are just like flying away and going into the void. So I found out that I love surfing, and surfing is truly amazing. The spirit of it, the way of like taking the things like they coming, you know, every wave is different. It's exactly like the situations in life. Things that coming are always different, and it's about you, how you take them and how you start to live with them. And I realized that that means so much to me, like the whole sports, the whole way of thinking. And I found out that I want to be really good at this. I want to be like really, really good in surfing. Sadly, this week passed away the way too fast. And with that, also the last 4 years without surfing, without even having like concrete plans to surf. And that's just pretty awful, because I still have this joy in my heart for surfing, and I still want to be like really, really good in surfing. I want to maybe even compete in future, even though it's like really small competitions, but I'm really competitive, and to compete on something what you love and what you want to get better step by step is amazing. And I can just tell you, this will have an end now. I was suffering in these 4 years of various injuries. I had like a really horrible hip injury that took me away like more than 1.5 years. I had now this horrible shoulder injury I'm still fighting against, or like not fighting against, because it's my body, and my body is strong, and you always have to think positive about your body. And my body is strong. This injury happens, but that's no problem, because I and my body, we're gonna do that together, because we're a team. My goals are, of course, I'm a beginner, and you saw on which level I am. I just have the experience of like 7 days surfing, so that's like really, really at the bottom. But I'm watching the World Surf League, and that got me like also incredible inspired. How they're making airs, these cutbacks, and also riding tubes. I want to learn all of that things. Really, I want to learn it, and I know I can do it. And that's the way I am. I have always really ambitious goals. The same with also my YouTube channel. And I will give everything for it, because that's the way I am. So I invite you to follow my journey and to watch every single step I'm gonna take to achieve my dream of surfing. I'm living more than 1,000 kilometers away from everything that you even could say like is surfable. So I'm horrible landlocked. Here is no surf culture. Surfing is like really a thing that is not commonly accepted or known. So it's really rare. I think it's really rare, and not a lot of people is doing it here, of course, because it's impossible to surf here, of course. I'm already in contact with my surf coach Alex because he will help me to achieve that goal, and he will also help me to prepare myself for the time when I'm finally at the ocean again. He has his own website, it's called Share Some Smiles, and if you want to start learning to surf, or if you already have experience but you're stuck with something, or like you need someone that takes a look over your surfing, you can definitely message him and ask him, because he's an amazing person, an amazing coach. He has like a lot of experience. At this moment right now, I'm looking for an old shortboard because I will use the time till I'm at the ocean again to improve my skills, to learn how to paddle, to also get a feeling for the board. I have to work on my physical conditions because, like you know, this shoulder injury, this hip injury took me completely out. I'm really weak. I have to get stronger, and I will get stronger. And for you not to miss all of these single steps I will take, you definitely have to subscribe to my channel, because that's super amazing and would mean really the world to me. And don't forget, believe always in your dreams, because I know you can make them come reality. So stay tuned in for my next video, and hopefully then I will own my first ever surfboard. Adios. Super amazing. There was like a little bit of traffic, but not that much.